Welcome to Bundoora Park, where XCR15 and the schools team up for a huge day of cross-country racing. First up in this extended highlights package is the open women racing over 8 kilometres. Early leaders were Geelong's Sarah Waters, followed by Frankston runners Sarah Klein and Gemma Maini, then Amy McCormick of Melbourne Uni. Approaching halfway, McCormick had dropped back while Corinna Fife of Glen Huntly joined the leading pack. As the race developed, Maini asserted herself as she took a slight lead. Maini went on to win her first XCR title in a time of 28 minutes and 55 seconds. Glen Huntly's Fife was next. Sarah Waters took the bronze.
What's it like to win the first gold in an XCR event?
I've wanted a win for so long, so it's a really, really good feeling. Yeah, hopefully more to come.
The 8K cross country, you've done this one before a few times. Bit of a change in course this year. What did you think of that?
I actually really liked the change in the course. I wasn't a fan of climbing back up that big hill at the back, so that was a nice change this year, and with some flat ground in there as well, it made it a bit easier to get into rhythm. Now
we'll move forward to the National Cross, Moonee Valley. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the course out there, but really excited. It's in Melbourne this year. A lot closer than Albany. Yeah.
What else have you got coming up this year?
I'm going to focus on some road races, so Gold Coast 10, Albert Park 10, just all the XCR races, and we'll see after that.
And here are the top 8 results for the open women. The open men were running 12 kilometres, with last start winner Nick Wightman of Geelong and Box Hill's Steve Kelly likely to feature in the finish. But the early leader was another Box Hill runner, Rhys Jones from South Australia, making his first XCR appearance for the year. Back in the pack included Wightman, Kelly, Glen Huntly's Toby Rayner and Will Potter of Box Hill. Into the second lap, and Jones maintained his lead. Chasing pack also included Doug Havelock of Frankston and Nick Van Repost of Ballarat. By halfway, the chasing pack had split, with only Rayner, Wightman and Havelock ahead of Kelly, who had fallen back. Approaching the end of the second lap of 4 kilometres, Jones still maintained a healthy lead, while it was now Rayner and Wightman left to chase. Inside the last 2 kilometres, Jones still led, but Wightman was now closing, then Rayner, then Kelly. Wightman stormed home to take the lead and take out his 3rd consecutive XCR win. Jones had to settle for 2nd after his bold front running. Rayner was next, followed by Kelly.
Interesting today, there was a bit of a smoky in there with Rhys Jones from Box Hill who came through for the silver medal position.
Yeah, no, I didn't know him at all. Actually, the first couple of K, I asked one of the Box Hill guys, who is this guy at the front? Do we have to worry about him? And sort of didn't get a real proper answer. So I was like, oh well, we won't let him get too far ahead and try and reel him in the last lap or so.
We softened the course a little bit this year. It's definitely flatter through that coming out of the valley and onto the roads.
Yeah, it was still tough as always, but it wasn't as muddy this year, and that hill, yeah, not as steep out the back, so it was a little bit easier, but still a very tough course. Yeah, I like the tougher courses. I'm more of a cross-country runner, so I like doing Bundoora every year.
Now, National Cross, Moonee Valley, are you looking forward to that one?
Oh yeah, that's my big race for the year, so yeah, a couple of months till then, and a bit more training, and yeah, see how we go.
And here are the top 8 results for the open men. The under 20 women raced over 6 kilometres. Up front early were Emily Guy of Loreto Mandeville, Geelong's Claudia Verstraeten, Olivia Gallagher of Maribyrnong Secondary, and Henrietta Lawrence from Toorak College. Into the second lap, and it was down to Guy, Gallagher and Lawrence up front. Lawrence got home to take the win. Gallagher was not far behind to take second.
And Henry Taylor, congratulations to Scott.
For Stratton was third across the line, with Georgia Griffith of Melbourne Uni next. The under 20 men covered 8 kilometres for their event. A large lead pack formed early. Nearing the end of the first lap of 4 kilometres, it was Daniel Young of Old Zaverians and Glenn Huntley's Ben Kelly who opened up a small gap. Nearing 5 kilometres, where Young and Kelly had opened up a large gap on the rest of the field. Chasing included Dean Neofitu of Diamond Valley and Mentone's Michael Kernahan. Inside the last 2 kilometres and Kelly had broken clear, but it was Ryan Patterson from Knox who had moved through the field into second.
You're going really well.
Kelly had time to celebrate before completing a decisive win in the men's under 20.
In second place,
Patterson came through for second.
20 event.
Kernahan was third, with early front runner Daniel Young next.
Medal presentation.
Keep watching Asvic TV for more athletic action.
With this one.
I replied to that and I didn't write down what date it was.